Have any of you ever thought, I'm really low on friends and I could use some more, or I am just totally out of shape, or even just, I just want to go somewhere that's not where anywhere I usually go? Well, rugby can help you with all of that. If you find yourself sometimes just completely out of shape and you're too lazy to go to the gym by yourself, because nobody likes to go to the gym by themselves because you hate doing it. Or just, you want to just go somewhere, but you don't want to waste the gas and go there for no real reason. Or you want friends, and just say your normal friends are just, they're all out of town, or they've just gotten old and stale, and they just don't want to be your friends anymore. Rugby can help. Now, you might say, well, rugby's a really rough game, and I don't want to get hurt. There's no pads. But I can say from experience, I've played for 7 seasons, and I only got injured in the very last one. And that wasn't even legal. So, legally, I've never been injured once. Rugby will help you get in shape very, very quickly. Most teams do 3 practices a week, and they go for between 3 to 4 hours constantly. The coach will hold you after every practice. It's just that they do it. The thing is, this practice ends and then you scrimmage. As for travel, rugby is played worldwide. It's just not as popular as some of the other sports that are, like soccer and soccer. My team in high school went over to England to play other teams there, just pretty much on a whim. The coach said, hey, does anyone want to go to Britain next week and play rugby? And then we did. We didn't win a single game, but we still got to go, and that was the fun part of it. And you make friends even with the other teams, because after every team, there's a saying in rugby called "rugby is the game for gentlemen," because after every game, the home team always has to host the foreign team, the away team. Depending on what it is, you'll just, in high school, you take them out to pizza or something. In college, you invite them back to the rugby house and drink or eat or whatever. Even in the World Games, they still do that. Even in the World Series games, they will invite the other team out after it's all done. And they will host them for like 3-4 hours, or till everyone just gets bored and goes home. Rugby is different from a lot of other sports. There's not many like it in the world, because as I spoke of last time, there are no pads. It's kind of a cross between soccer and football, because you can use both your feet and your hands on the ball. With the way they design the ball, when you kick it, it doesn't bounce like a football will, because the way the end is. It will bounce twice, and it'll pretty much go in a straight line. But on the 3rd bounce, it always pops back up for some reason. It's just the way it's designed. It's bigger by a lot than a football. Now, mine's a bit deflated at the moment, because when I found it, didn't notice there was a leak in it. And when I put it in the car and pulled it out, I gave it a squeeze, and just air kind of got a lot smaller than it should be. But compared to a football, it's about twice the size. And for more than, even throwing the ball is harder than in football, because you can't just throw it like straight down the field like a football. You have to throw it to your side. And the professionals can throw it from one end of the horizontally from one end of the field to the other. And they can just literally chuck it all the way down, which they will do in a lot of games. In conclusion, if you want to play a sport where you are required to travel to go to play other teams, want to make friends, which you will do with your team, with the opposing teams, and want to get in shape and just get healthy, then rugby is the game for you.